here is why understanding what prospects feel is valuable is so important when you're looking to charge high ticket prices for your product or service. The key is to understand what your prospects value and what your prospects value only, not what you value, you guys. Truly understand this. It will change the game for you guys, right? So let's just say if prospect number one, you know, the guy is showcasing this person the car, they're talking about the car, and prospect number one, says, well, I really care about, the comfortness or the comfortability that the car could give me. I want to feel comfortable, right? I have back problems, so I truly just want, these seats to be comfortable. Automatically, we know that prospect number one values comfort, right? Let's say prospect number two, they're telling the vehicle sales guy or the dealership guy, man, I've been in the market for a long time for a vehicle. I've elevated my status. So, I'm looking for something that could give me a sense of elegance. I want to feel elegant, right? Automatically, we know prospect number two values elegance, right? Let's say prospect number three is in the market for a car, and prospect number three is, I really just want something that's, suitable, for a family. I'm a family man or I'm a family woman, and I want something that could, amplify my family as we're driving, or something that is suitable for my family, right? Automatically, we know prospect number three values family. So here is why, when you understand what your prospects value, is so important when you're looking to close on high ticket for your product, right? Only thing that matters is what your prospects value, not what you value, right? Because let me tell you guys something. It amazes me how so many entrepreneurs, they want to talk about their product in a way that exposes what they only care about it, or, it exposes, the importance that they feel that they see in it, right? Let me tell you guys something. Prospects do not care about what you care about. Prospects only care about what they care about. So the only thing that you should be wrapping your offer or your product around is the value that your prospects only care about, right? Well, Adrikus, how do I find out what my prospects value? How do I find that out? Ask more questions, and ask the right questions, right? I might do another video on, what are the right questions, or what is considered the right questions, right? But ask more questions. A lot of you guys, you have these interactions with prospects, and you want to do all of the talking, when the only thing that you should be doing is asking questions. Because when you ask the right questions, trust and believe me, prospects will tell you everything that you need to know to close the sale. Asking the right questions will expose to you, right? Asking the right questions will expose to you what these prospects value. So for prospect number one, who values comfort, right? If the dealership sales guy understands that, as he's showcasing the vehicle, he is going to punch on so many times about how comfortable it is when you're riding on the expressway in this car. He's going to emphasize, when you first sit down in the driver's seat, the way the seat just gives you a feeling of comfort. It's like, it's almost amazing. He understands that the prospect only cares about comfort. He doesn't care about the mileage. He doesn't care about, how the rims look. He doesn't care about, any of that. So what sense would it make for the sales guy to talk about anything other than comfort, right? Because here's the thing. People do not pay you for the product. People only pay you for the payoff of the product. So as you're showcasing and as you're selling the product, do not sell the actual product. Only sell the payoff. Only sell what they feel is valuable, right? So if prospect number 2, values elegance, that if that car dealership guy understands that, he's going to touch on so many times of the elegance of the car. Man, driving this car, I get a lot of questions about what do I do? People would ask you people would ask you, man, can I take a picture of that car? He would probably go on to say, this car has been featured in the James Bond movie, whatever. But by selling the value that the prospect only values, it makes it decreases the resistance for that prospect to say no, and it increases the chances of the prospect to say yes. Because the entire time, the car dealership sales guy isn't selling the value that he feels is value. He's only touching on and only selling the value that the prospect cares about, right? Man, let me tell you guys something. The moment that you guys understand this, it's going to almost be impossible for you not to close on high ticket prices for your product, you guys. Ask more questions, because asking the right questions, prospects will tell you everything you need to know to close the sale. Half of the time, and typically at any amount. Whether if it's $1,000 product, whether if it's a $5,000 product, whether if it's a $20,000 product, because these are the things that they see as valuable, right? And let me tell you guys something. Understand this at the highest capacity. People having problems with your prices only becomes present when the value is absent. Let me say that again. People having problems with your prices only becomes present when the value is absent.